Hello, good morning class. I hope you're doing well today. So let's begin first with a prayer. Please lead Agent Fevelyn. Alright, amen. So before we begin, I will take an attendance. For today's theme, welcome to the mission, Save a Life. When I call your name, please respond, yes agent. Got it everyone? Now, let's proceed to the setting of rules with Prepare Life Save Edition. So class, I want us all to agree on a set of classroom rules to ensure we all stay focused and work together as a team. So these rules what I call the Prepare Save a Life Edition. Please read together. Alright, so these rules help us to be respectful and efficient. Do you agree to follow them today? Very good. Now, what was our lesson last meeting? Anyone? Anyone from the class? Okay. Yes, Agent Michael. Very good, Michael. Emergency preparedness is one of the important skills that we need to acquire in times of needs for us to be prepared in all times. So before we dive into the lesson, can anyone share a time when they had to help someone in an emergency situation? Maybe you had to give first aid or assist someone who has injured. Yes, Rose Jean? That's a great start. It's important to know basic first aid so you can help others when needed. Another one? Yes, Charisse? Wow, you're amazing! So I guess some of you here really encounter emergency situation. Do you have any idea what will be our topic for today? Yes, Kate? Very good! You have a nice idea. So these skills could potentially save someone's life. So before anything else, we're going to watch a short video. So in this video, you'll see different situations where someone might need help. So I want you to pay close attention to what's happening, and after the video, I'll ask you what you think our topic is for today. Are you ready, class? Okay. Okay, class. Now that we've watched the video, what did you notice? What were the people in the video doing? Yes, Agent Dan? Yes, that's right. CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It's a technique used when someone's heart stops beating, and it helps to keep oxygen flowing to their brain and other organs until medical help arrives. Very good. So another one. Yes, good observation. That's an example of bandaging, which is important when you need to cover a wound to stop the bleeding. Knowing how to wrap a bandage properly is a skill you can use in many minor cuts to more serious injuries. Alright. Yes, Floor? Absolutely. Cleaning and dressing wounds is essential to avoid infections. If a wound isn't properly cleaned or covered, bacteria can enter, which could make the injury worse. Alright. So based on the video, what do you think our topic for today? You're absolutely right. Today, we're going to learn about basic first aid techniques, and we'll focus on the three very important skills, which is first, the CPR, second, bandaging, third, wound care. So these skills can help save lives, stop bleeding, and prevent infection. Does that sound interesting? Alright, now let's dive in. First, we'll begin with CPR. I'll show you the steps how they're going to practice this. Are you ready, class? Okay, very good. So to start, we're going to break down the basics of the three essential first aid techniques. We have the CPR, bandaging, and the wound care. But before anything else, are you ready? Alright, so let's start with CPR. Can anyone tell me what CPR stands for? Alright, very good. CPR is an emergency life-saving procedure performed when the heart stops beating. Its goal is to restore blood circulation and breathing. Yes, Yes, Therese, exactly. And remember, quick action can save lives. So, cardiopulmonary resuscitation is a life-saving technique used when someone's heart stops beating. So, CPR helps maintain blood flow to the brain and the organs until medical help arrives. So, please read the steps in performing the CPR, everyone. Alright, now let's move on to bandaging. What do you think bandaging is used for? That's correct. Bandaging is the process of covering a wound or injury with a bandage to control bleeding, protect the area, and support healing. Yes, there are good bandages like elastic, triangular ones, all used for different purposes. Here's how the proper bandages would. First, clean the wound before bandaging. Make sure the wound is clean and dry, of course, to avoid infection. Second, apply the bandage, wrap it snugly but not too tight to avoid cutting off circulation. Third, secure bandage. Use tape or pins to secure the bandage, making sure the wound is covered and protected. So, yes. So let's proceed to the next slide. So lastly, let's talk about the wound care. So what does it mean? Yes, Therese? Exactly. Wound care involves cleaning, protecting, and treating a wound to prevent infection and promote healing. So absolutely, Joss, it's all about keeping the wound safe and watching for any signs of infection. So wound care is essential in preventing infection. So I'm going to show you what are the steps. So first steps, clean the wound. Use clean water or antiseptic wipes to clean the wound. Second, apply antiseptic. Use an antiseptic solution to prevent infection. Third, cover the wound. Apply a sterilized bandage or dressing to keep the wound clean and dry. Did you get it, class? Alright, very good. Now let's get to this more exciting. To make it more fun and memorable, I'm flashing pictures and videos on how to do first aid techniques focusing on the CPR, bandaging, and wound care. Are you ready? Now that we've watched the videos, let's review with some follow-up question. First, let's start with CPR. Okay, based on the video, what is the correct depth for chest compression in an adult? Yes, Ryan? Very good. Great. Now for the bandaging, what should you do if the blood soaks through the first layer of the bandage? Yes, Dan? Very good. Why do we apply antibiotic ointment before putting on a bandage? Yes, BJ? You're correct. Last one. What are the signs that a wound might be infected? Okay? Perfect answers, everyone. You remember the key points from the videos. Good job. Give yourself a wow clap. Alright, class. Now it's time to put your skills to the test in a real-life emergency simulation. You will work as a team. You will receive a random emergency scenario where you must provide first aid. Are you ready for the challenge? Great! But remember, in real life, first aid isn't about being the fastest. It's about being calm, accurate, and efficient. You will have 5 minutes to complete your task. I'll give you 3 minutes to prepare. Before we start, our team will have an injured person, and the rest of you will be the rescuer. Let's see if you can apply everything we've learned today. So, our group activity today is First Aid Emergency Simulation Challenge Role Play. So, the activity title, Emergency Response, a Race Against Time. So, the objective, students will apply all the first aid techniques learned, like the CPR, bandaging, and the wound care, in a realistic emergency simulation where they must assess, respond, and treat different injuries correctly within their time limit. So, okay. So, the instruction, form groups, divide the class into 4 teams. So, each would have 45 members. Number 2, assign one member from each team as the injured person. So, the second is scenario, which is the scenario card. So, each team will be randomly pick a card containing an emergency situation. Like, for example, a person's collapse, a severe bleeding wound, or a sprained ankle. So, the team must quickly assess the situation and perform the appropriate first aid technique. So, the task, CPR scenario. A team member must properly perform CPR on a mannequin, checking responsive calling for help, chest compression, and rescue breaths. So, second, wound care scenario. A team must clean, dress, and bandage a wound on the injured member. Sprained ankle scenario. The team must immobilize the injury using bandaging correctly. So, the fourth, time limit. Each team must complete their scenario in under 5 minutes. The team that performs all steps correctly within the time wins the challenge. So, students begin their tasks and the teacher observe, offering guidance. So, I will be giving you 5 minutes to prepare, and after that, we're going to start. So, each designed challenge that you have will be you will gonna do a role play. Okay. So, alright, that was an incredible teamwork. Now, let's reflect. What was the most challenging part of you on how you're going to apply the first aid techniques? Yes, James? Alright, good job. Yes, Mayan? Excellent insights. The most important thing is that you practice and improve. First aid can make a difference, can save lives, and today you've proven that you're capable of stepping up in an emergency. Fantastic, everyone. Please, a round of applause. Let's now evaluate what you've learned today. I want you to answer these guide questions individually. Write a reflection or based on your understanding about the first aid technique, focusing on CPR, bandaging, and wound care. So here are the 3 guide questions. So first question, what is the first thing you should do when you see someone collapse? Second, describe steps of CPR. How do you know if you're doing it correctly? Third, why is it important to clean and dress a wound properly? So those are the 3 guide questions. So you'll be graded on how accurate you describe these techniques and how well you demonstrate them in your practical exercises. Are we clear? Alright, answer it within 5 minutes. Good job, everyone! So for your assignment, I'd like you to write a reflection on a situation where you might need to use CPR, bandaging, or wound care. How would you feel performing this task? What additional resources might you need to be better prepared? We'll also have a quiz on CPR, bandaging, and wound care next week. So be sure to review the steps and the techniques we covered today. Are we clear? Thank you for your participation. Have a nice day ahead.